I feel stupid enough to do this.
All units, I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
Got it. Watch for hostiles, people.
Surrender yourself.
Target just went through a checkpoint. Over. Suspect has left the vehicle. Now on foot. Over. Target is armed. Approach with caution.
We are inbound. Stand by.
Eyes on suspect. They crossed the checkpoint. I'm in
Welcome
pursuit
back
of the
to
target.
The Upload. Today we're talking about cryptocurrency. Crypto
Control,
now
I've
seems
lost
like
the
it's been
target.
around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that was in this market. There seemed to be a new way of financial transactions, a new way of money. It's something that we could completely reinvent and change some of the legacy financial systems around the world and really give power back to the people.
Yeah, there's a real shift in the way that the world works. And let's recap the basics. So, central to cryptocurrency is the distributed ledger technology, the tech that keeps track of all transactions. And what this means is you can have a decentralized system without having to trust any one party, like old-fashioned banks.
One of the reasons why I got involved so early was that you could stay anonymous.
Albion's operational plans are just what we needed to really get some traction. We'll have to take a close look at this. Now, how do we take King's Cross offline?
Albion's housed a massive hybrid-powered generator in there. Output must be immense. You cause a power surge in that base and boom.
Thought this was closed to the public. How do you know all this?
It cost me a news drone. Okay, maybe 3, but it's worth it if this comes off, right? Getting to that generator ain't gonna be easy. They've locked it up tighter since I last saw.
Any ideas?
My news drones are still in here. They should be functional. You can use one of them. Probably have better luck piloting it too, yeah?
Well, causing a power surge in a hybrid power generator isn't like making a toasty. We're going to need detailed specifications.
Let's get nosy then. Yeah, check this out.
Cool, looks bloody complicated.
According to this, there's an override code that'll get us into the generator's system.
Investigation underway.
That's it. Use the code on the generator and I can trigger a power surge.
It should be enough to take King's Cross offline, and the rail system too. Here we go.
We got a gold mine of information out of St. Pancras. Albion convoys, informants, gear, you name it. Everything we need to ignite the people of London, like we did in Camden. Derail Albion's operations and give the people a reason to rise up, borough by borough. The more we do that, the more we'll get allies flocking to the cause. We'll show London that DedSec is here for them.
That was off the chain, mate. I knew DedSec weren't the bad guys Albion was saying. Now the rest of Camden will too. Thanks.
Thanks.
Now that you've shown the borough what DedSec is really all about, there are going to be folks wanting to join up. A lot of people have been looking for a way to fight back. In fact, there's one in particular I suspect will contact you very soon. I happen to know they're champing at the bit.
Grand. Appreciate any leads you can send us.
someone you care about breaking the law?
Excellent. Our little posse's growing. Welcome to DedSec.
Yes, I'm so ready to help out the cause.
Very nice. Don't do that.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I've got Albion to deal with already. Can't talk.
Well, fuck me, you're still alive. I owe Sabine a tenner. Not only that, but your resistance handiwork just opened up a whole new source of information. So now I spy with my hypothetical eye something interesting at the Ministry of Civic Management.
What is it?
The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo have developed a surveillance technology called AR reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
You know, I'm almost nostalgic for the feel of cash. Good old...
What's his story, Bags?
Albion just placed him under severe data restriction.
Why?
Well, he's been looking into a couple of their field officers' dodgy side projects. You know how Albion feels about transparency.
We need to look into this. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Right, here's the coordinates of the goons in question. See if you can't work out what they're up to.
I'm here.
In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay, and I can scrape all the metadata for this area. That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
Makes me livid. That's it. Using lethal force.
No longer feeling this shotgun.
DedSec calling. You ready?
Let's go.
Not cattle. Get up. Oh, that's it. We've got an emergency. Call 999. Use this driver. Please get help.
That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
It's fascinating, if you ignore the fact that they're always watching us.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit! For some reason I can't clone it to our servers. All right, access the network here, and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one.
Open fire!
What's happening?
Checking it out. Suspect was definitely there. Shots fired! Shots fired!
located the CTOS hub. Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarpa, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
So how are we supposed to get this AR tech, Bagley?
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I can recalibrate it to the DedSec network and clone my own version.
Quick question, how do I get the server off the roof?
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
Wrapped up again in organised crime.
Yeah, if you want to make something thrive on the black market, just make it illegal.
Right, any idea where I can find this heavy lifter, Bagley?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Thanks for the help, Bagley.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buckaroo, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcasting has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state?
They look promising.
Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks efficient too.
What?
No, please. Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Understood, Control. Awaiting further instruction. Over.
Watch yourself. There's somewhere in here.
There's only one way this ends.
Things that would just keep you scrolling or keep you listening or keep you looking for more information. The second is that kind of environment favors sensationalism. And so you got more sensational headlines and more sensational stories, and it didn't matter whether they were true or not. It just kept people in and it kept them in the loop. So we ended
Control,
up in a
I can't see the
situation
suspect.
where nobody
Please
trusted
advise.
anything.
Auto drive now enabled.
Anything at all. And that is the perfect environment
Returning to
for
HQ.
an authoritarian
Search
voice to
terminated.
come in and say, no, wait, we are the truth. So the ground for this environment really got created when we had suddenly authoritarian politicians everywhere, and anything that threatened them or they disagreed with, they would call it disinformation. That's disinformation, that's fake news. And again, we got in a situation where nobody really believed anything. And the trouble is if you were telling the truth, it's really hard to get your message cut through all of the noise of all of the disinformation.
I think with someone like you, we could really make a difference. Do you want to be on the right side of history?
You're DedSec, right? Got a situation you can help with.
We'll do our best to help out. What's your problem?
Clan Kelly helped me pay a medical bill, and I've been working off the debt. Problem being, they keep adding to what I owe, and are basically using me like an indentured servant.
All right, we'll look into it.
Clan Kelly will bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something. This particular construction site is a money laundering front for a Kelly chapter out of Camden Market. Any record of the debt would be stored there.
I understand. Sorry, but I really need this.
Role in methods of state control. I think what's happening now is perhaps even more concerning, where you previously, in pre-crisis Britain, we had perhaps more diverse voices in the media, but now with the GBB, you're really only seeing one brand of news, therefore only getting one truth. So people end up with a very biased and controlled idea of the reality and the world that we're actually living in.
Don't have the right tool for the job? You can exchange your gadget for a different one that's better suited to the situation.
Oh my god. Clan Kelly's completely taken over the market. It's actually really scary. When did they get this big?
You're looking for a terminal or some kind of device that Clan Kelly would have stored the debt records on.
We're questioning the
Don't worry about it, mate.
Sorry, my fault.
You're the sort I don't mind bumping into.
Oh, pardon me.
Pardon.
I think I heard something.
Failure to comply will result in forceful intervention. Cease and desist.
You think you can take me, huh? You nasty ass prick.
I will shoot you. That's a hit. Bring it on, son. I'm in deep here. Fucking hell, I don't need this. I'm going.
Right, going for a look. Watch your back. Bad guys trying to do something. Yes.
can't see where they went.
Spread out. We'll nail this one.
You're going to raise all record of their debt, putting our new friend back into the black and, more importantly, out of Clan Kelly's reach.
Brilliant.
Transfer complete.
Friendlier Germans. Let them stay.
Well, that's all today. Busters, remember, it's not as bad as it seems.
Congratulations, you are officially debt-free. We wiped all traces with Clan Kelly. You can do whatever you like now.
What a relief. You know, despite what I've heard recently, you lot are real decent.
Hey, you know what? You're exactly the kind of person DedSec is looking for. You should join us. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm ready to make a difference.
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your Optic from Bloom Central Command Center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse. They didn't understand anything, and Bagley pretty much gets everything right first time. Do you have any idea why Bagley really beat all the competition?
Well, it's really the data, isn't it? Ever since Broker hooked up with Bloom...
Data on everybody. They collect information about everything you're doing across the web through your Optic headset.
DedSec resurgence have prompted Parliament to approve the use of lethal force for Albion contractors. CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
DedSec terrorists will quickly find that Albion, unlike the police force of this city, is battle-tested and proven in the field.
The Prime Minister's office has called this shoot-to-kill mandate a drastic but necessary...
Crazy out there, right?
London safe.
Here, your new optic.
Feels like the point of no return, yeah? Once I'm in, don't reckon I can just carry on like normal. Job, friends, whatever.
What's normal? The government's literally letting Albion shoot us in the streets.
I know it's fucked up, and I know I want to do something about it. I'm just not sure if I can walk away from it all.
You're not leaving anything behind. You're helping to make the world a better and safer place.
Yeah. Okay. I'm ready.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Right. Welcome aboard, etc., etc. I'll give you the speech later. Right now, we need you and your big, strong drone friend to get on top of SIRS HQ and steal a server. Think you can handle that?
All right, I'm going.
When possible, remain indoors. Do not loiter.
You think you got what it takes?
Did you do that on purpose? Fundamental to everything.
Get the... Fuck out of here! Bloody... Oh. Oh.
Isn't the AI only good because of Bloom surveillance?
Well, I suppose so, but I'd prefer not to talk about that side of things. Bagley is so special because it's been trained on this huge cache of information. That's how these AI systems work, or at least used to work. I mean, we don't really know that much about the latest version because there's so much secrecy around the tech. But they're given this huge amount of training data. It's basically a huge database that's used to teach the AI about patterns in behavior. You know, so if you always travel the same way to your house, it can predict when you're going to go and get a self-driving car ready for you before you even ask for it.
That's pretty terrifying. In some ways, I don't want this data to drive my life. It understands too much at times. Have you heard some other people
Come here. I did check. Who? Me? Why?
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Over. Moving to the hostile's location. Over.
I'm here.
I'll highlight the server with the AR reconstruction software. It's out of reach, so you'll need to use a heavy cargo drone to steal it.
visual of the suspect.
They can't be far. Find them.
Terminating the search. Control. Put out an APW.
Here, I got the server loaded into your ride. Oi! Don't drive like a dickhead. Wouldn't want you to blow it up.
Don't worry, I passed my driving test with flying colours.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This will do. Remain in the area until I've downloaded enough data to the server. Download complete. I need a wider sample of data, so I'm pushing you the coordinates to a new location. This is brilliant. Look at this. It's compiling data from the surveillance infrastructure. Nearby CTOS drones, civilian optics, CCTV, and then it assembles those scraps into what happened in this location 24 hours ago. Fantastic.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Alright, scraping data from optics, CTOS cameras, microphones, laptops. Say, do you reckon SRS uses this to watch people shag? Fucking hell, do they use it for anything but watching people shag? Transfer complete. I'm missing one last data set. Pushing you the coordinates to the location now.
stand by.
Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect, over?
Control, let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
Reset all identification labels.
CTOS AR. Data
Dispatch,
reconstruction
deploying
in
drones
progress.
to apprehend the suspect.
Help bags! They're still on me!
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them, throw rocks at them, destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete.
Watch it!
Immobilizing the suspect.
Direct hit!
Right, I'm taking a look.
All right, I've got it. Now, we can't lug around this server forever. We should probably wipe our prints off it anyway.
Go on.
I'll overload the CPUs to cause a power spike and destroy the battery unit. The electromagnetic pulse should destroy both the server and the drones. So, you know, run! Well, that was fun, wasn't it? We pulled off a heist, made life a bit harder for the tyrants of the world, and most importantly, I got a new toy to play with. Now, run along back to the safe house. Sabine wants you and your new teammates for a briefing.
As soon as those walls went up, there was just no time. To bring it into the country, and that is when people started dying. And then the medicine. The thing is, there's loads of medicines that you just can't stockpile. There was a moment before it took place when actually there was some effort to try and stockpile some of the medicines. There was some things that could be done. For a lot of it, there was simply nothing that could be done. We had a major problem with drug prescription, so we were looking up.
Bagley here. How did everything go earlier?
Found someone who might be interested in the cause. Ready?
with the UK was, we don't produce our own food. We never have. For hundreds of years, we produced under half of our own food. So as soon as those walls went up, we started having significant material problems. And Britain always told itself it had this national myth, right, that because it got through the war, that it could go through any kind of hardship. I mean, that wasn't really the case. During the war, far more frightened than some of this historical stuff makes out. Now, what did we see? People don't want to go through that stuff. They were desperate for the things that they had before, and they were scared. So they went to the black market. The same thing that always happens. And where did the growth of Clan Kelly come from? It came from people wanting things that they could previously get legitimately and can now only get through the black market, funneling funds towards criminality. And from there, we've got the situation we have now of this big war between criminals and security that seems to dominate what's going on out there on the streets.
Nothing shakes people's faith in capitalism quite as much as the
Albion officers are employed to ensure safety for all. Respect their authority and comply with their directives.
I think what we've come to now is the realisation that capitalism is going to fail. These promise of capitalism that would make citizens that they would be certain that we would have benefits. That's the whole logic for running society. That people would have money. And now,
Suspect reported in your area. Potentially armed and hostile.
Monitoring for unusual activity.
DedSec is here!
for the many, but for a few individuals, there's a relief who are not struggling at cause of anything. So this is kind of fundamental inequality.
Drones have been deployed to apprehend the suspect.
Surrender yourself. Failure. Entering combat mode.
Control, still pursuing target. Over. We're on their tail. Over. Control, send more patrols to attend.
Control, we have a visual on the suspect.